Welcome back to Brooke and Jake Make, where I'm not Brooke.
And I'm not Jake.
Today we will be working or finishing the last final piece to our spin art series.
Yeah. We are going to do a kind of 2 masterpieces, but maybe more like 4, because we have these. Oh, and I got one more. We have these 3 that we're gonna try and make them kind of cohesive. So they will all have colors that kind of go together, kind of like.
Or at least they pull from one to another to the next.
Yeah, like there's one color in each that kind of connects them all together. And then we also have a slightly larger one that we have not figured out a color scheme for, but we will figure it out when we get to that point.
And you'll just get to see what we decided on.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I have what's probably gonna be the right side or the left side, obviously, because it's not the middle. And the first one is just gonna be 2 colors, because I think it'd be really cool to keep it a more simplistic, and I'm hoping for a big splatter in both directions.
Okay.
And maybe a little tie-in and splatter at the right spot to tie in the middle piece. That's my thought. I did touch the canvas with my painty hands, which led to a little bit of paint there, so I'm gonna put some paint on that spot first. And I'm actually gonna go for a flingy sort of effect. And I'm hoping that this will help it to fling in multiple directions and spots.
That actually looks really cool like that.
Just by itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. I would buy that as is.
Yeah.
Nothing else. But I could not fight how pretty this pink actually turns out when it's contrasted or against this blue. So I have to add it in because it's just got that special effect. And I think I'm kind of hoping that it'll take over most of the painting. So we'll see what happens. So I went this way. I think I'm gonna try the opposite direction, which honestly would be easiest to do it like that, because then I can just go. Bam. I think that might be all that I need color-wise.
Yeah. Do you want to do slow motion for this one?
Heck yes, please. Throw me in that slow-mo. Honestly, I think that's enough said. Like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was going for.
I really like that a lot. It looks really cool.
And thankfully it's spraying or flinging or spinning in every direction. So it should work perfectly with your piece to tie it in or pull in that blue color.
It's very geometrical.
It is. It came out with like great little square particles and
grids and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
I
cool.
love it. This might be my favorite piece we've done.
I really like it too. It looks really good.
Now I gotta see if I can beat it on my last piece.
Yeah. So this is gonna be the middle of the like 3 masterpieces kind of together.
The 3-piece set?
The 3-piece set. So we have copper, blue, and gold. So
how are you gonna pour it? Or are you just gonna demonstrate by throwing it all on there?
Well, I don't think I should throw it, although, I mean, it's already kind of messy, so it wouldn't be too bad of a deal, but I feel like I would miss it if I threw it.
I also think that's a different video.
That is a different video. That would be a lot of fun
paint.
to throw paint at something. I've always wanted to do that. That would be really cool. So I think I'm gonna start with the copper. Maybe I should go back to my like my circle one where I did like the dirty pour almost.
The dirty pour.
And maybe I should do like 3 circles.
Go for it.
Yeah?
That sounds pretty good.
Okay, so we're gonna start with copper.
Oh, look at the steadiness of that hand. Oh my goodness. Ready to spin?
Ready to spin. Ready?
Ready, Freddy. This is what it looks like when we spin, by the way, guys. When we crouch real low and duck our elbows. I don't know about you, but I see Squirtle right now when you are doing it. 100% I see Squirtle.
That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit more and then I'm not gonna add any more paint though. Yeah.
You like it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they blended a lot.
They did. It kind of looks like my one that won the spin art part 2, almost.
A little
Just
bit,
without
there's
the
no white.
Yeah.
Which we have white if you want to add white real quick.
Nah, I shouldn't mess with it. I will add. I'm not gonna add any more paint though. I know, I should just stop. But I really actually don't like the black canvas showing on this one since it's just that one section.
Mm-hmm.
So.
100% though, if you give it like a quarter spin so that I could see it on camera, like right here, I just picture Squirtle walking that direction and like this is his shell and now this is his tail coming out.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that'll work.
That'll work?
That'll work. I don't 100% love it, but that's
It'll
okay.
tie it into our piece, to my piece.
Yeah.
I don't have a plan for this one. I won't lie. So we have our pink as our color that's gonna tie it together. And we have our copper that will also help to tie it to the middle painting. But then I don't know what to do with it. So we have one that's kind of geometrical and splashy.
Mm-hmm.
We have one that's a blend. And then I don't know, do I go geometrical and splashy again? Or do I go like striped lines so that it's a blend with possible geometrics? I don't know.
I would say go geometric again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What if I try arched geometric?
You can try. Yeah.
Yeah? I'll give that a go. And then I'm just gonna start arching it. So something like this. But this big one at the top should lend itself to some blending. And I'm actually going to move it around town. And then I'm gonna do my white, because that's gonna lend this to blending with the copper, I think, as I pour half of it off the canvas right away. More straight focused lines, if you will. And then we're just gonna try to get a little bit of dots up in here. All right, now for the copper, I think I need to do it this way and go just left to right, all the way across. What do you think?
Long ways or short ways?
I was gonna do short ways. Do you think I should do long?
Yeah.
Long might be better, okay. So if I'm doing it long ways, let me do it this way. And
Do you want to do that one in slow motion too?
yes, I
Yeah.
think slow motion is the way to go with these. So I'm just getting a couple more dots of copper in here because I don't have too many dots. And I think we're good. wasn't supposed to happen.
Nope, not at all.
It still looks pretty cool, but I don't know that it goes with all of the other spin art now. We might just have to kind of let it dry and see what happens.
Yeah.
But like, it's now got splotches of colors that aren't supposed to be in there at all from the other paint that we spun around and flung. So because there's paint on the tarp or on the canvas and it touched it, well, no, the tarp, the plastic tarp, and it touched it, it introduced some issues. So we might either have to re-spin this one and secure it down better than this time, or we'll see how it dries and happens.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of getting some cells in there though, with the other paint that got added.
Which
like they're like spreading out.
It's almost more dry.
Maybe.
And so because it touched it, like, it messed it up?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think we just let it dry.
We let it dry.
So I'm kind of thinking of just like doing it crazy and not being like particular about it like I've done before, because it kind of seems to work out okay. Okay, here we go.
Are you gonna make a face?
I am.
So is this
It's kind of like a purple potato.
self-portrait?
Sure.
After you called yourself a purple potato? Are you sure your smile's that big?
Should I give myself a nose? I don't have much paint left.
Different color?
A different colored nose? Okay, oh boy. Let's do yellow. Boop. Now I need some hair.
Crazy hair. Zigzag hair.
Zigzag hair?
Mm-hmm. Let's get that first person's perspective here.
What's zigzag hair? You're in my hair.
Yeah.
Zigzag hair.
I mean, yeah, that's zigzag hair.
Yeah?
What else do you have?
I got some white, which I'll put kind of in the corners.
So that's your background color?
Yeah. It's not quite crazy. It ended up kind of like going for a theme, but that's okay.
And then do you have golden highlights for your cheekbones?
How about a gold shirt?
A gold shirt? Is that gonna be enough paint in the middle to get everywhere?
No, probably not. I'm probably gonna have to add some more, so the picture's gonna be ruined in just a second.
I was like, you're gonna have to give yourself a much bigger nose or something.
Yeah.
Are those your ears? Those ears are in the wrong spot.
It was supposed to be the sunshine.
You got two suns on your planet? Hold on, what planet do you live on?
Tatooine?
There you go.
Oh.
What light just went out?
All of our lights. We
all
just
of our
lost
power just went out, but it came back.
So let's keep going.
Great
Pretend
news.
everything's gonna be okay.
You don't need power for spin art.
Well, now it's time to ruin the picture because I need to put more paint in this.
Add more color. Do it.
Lots more color.
Are these like self-portrait freckles or a very high mustache? I'm not sure you have that.
This would be a mustache. All right.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
All right, let's swap this thing to slow-mo. What do you think?
It's kind of cool, actually. I really like, can you see all this?
Yes.
Okay. I really like this section. Like, I like the way the colors actually blended together. I do wish I had a little bit more right here.
But like, you can still, can you spin it just a little bit? You can still see a little more. There you go. You can still see the happy face.
Yeah,
which looks very like aggressive now and a little evil or clownish.
It's a little scary, like the eyes are like kind of crazy right here. But you can definitely still see like some of the smile.
Absolutely.
But
I actually
this
love
looks really cool. I think it looks really good. I'm pretty happy with it.
That, I would say, is a perfect close to spin art.
I think so. I think it's a beautiful masterpiece.
Did it make you happy?
It did. Remember to do something that makes you happy every single day.
Woo woo! All right, that's spin art part 3.
Yes.
Done, and scary clown guy.
Yeah, very scary clown.
We
was not intentional. It was supposed to be a smiley face, like in the part of the video that you saw, but you know, the like triangle eyes really just like made it like a clown and then a really big yellow nose. So that's fun. We'll probably actually hang this up sideways, so maybe you won't be able to tell quite as much that it's a scary clown.
Well, so I actually love it. Out of all of the spin art pieces that we've done, I think this one has the most pop and like, oh wow, that's actually a meaningful piece. Like they tried to do something with that piece. But of course, it is creepy, so I understand not wanting to put it up.
A little creepy. I think it looks really cool. I love the like outside, like spatter, spreading, spin part of it, but all I see is a scary clown.
Well, and I'd say color-wise though, like it's the perfect color combo.
Oh yeah, I would agree. I love the blue and the purple look great together, and I like the like little hints of like orange that showed up.
Absolutely.
It looks really cool.
Now for this one, this of course was the one that finally flew off the drill because all we did was tape them instead of, you know, full connections to the canvases. If you were to do this by yourself or even with someone else, it's safer to fully connect your spinning piece to your canvas as well.
I will say the tape worked up until that one. That was actually our last piece that we actually did. So it worked for all of our spin art, part 1, part 2, and all through part 3 other than that one.
Yeah, but because it flew off, it has some dots on it that just make it not look cohesive enough to really tie in the others. So
it kind of looks like mold.
I would say I'm fine with getting rid of this one and then having these three kind of be like a combination picture. But because of these dots, I just don't love it enough to have it there.
Yeah, so I think our end result of what we hang up will just be the clown and probably this one somewhere. Because this one looks amazing. This one's probably my favorite, actually, out of everything.
Got a great like diamond pattern and then all of the crossed lines. Like it just works really, really well.
It really does. It looks really awesome. And these definitely make us happy, even though it's a scary clown and it scares me. It still makes me happy, and we want you to remember to do something that makes you happy every single day.
Of course. And with that, let's get to our final shots, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe.